thought, what thought to be inacceptable. All right. Sorry about that. I had to check something real quick, and I decided I was going to play it safe with something that might have been shown, so we're all good. Thank you very much, and we are good to continue. Boop. All right. So I guess we'll see what happens if they get back to us, and hopefully that works out. Do you know of the Laszlo letters? It's a collection of letters written by comedian Don Novello under the pen name Laszlo Toth, written humorously and sarcastically. Is that the dude? No, but I have the ones from, was it Nathan Spencer? No, I think that's Nathan for you. Does anyone know the infamous spider email where he tries to issue payment to a bank by drawing a spider and it only has 7 legs? Was it Nathan Frost? Oh, David Thorne. David Thorne. David Thorne. D-A-V-I-D-T-H-O-R-N-E. This dude has so many books about emails that he has written to companies. Isn't David Thorne? Wait, hold on. Okay, it's not. I remember the dude who, like, called a scammer about a free toaster if he opened up a bank account or something like that. That was someone different, and they had a TED Talk. But I own like 3 of David Thorne's books, and they are cathartic in that they are... Yes, James Veitch is also... Isn't he also the one who was told he kept filling up his room with rubber ducks until his roommate said, 1, you are allowed 1 rubber duck. And so he buys, like, the mother of all rubber ducks, like literally so big that it takes up the entire bathroom. You cannot walk into the bathroom because of how big the rubber duck is. Oh my God. That one was so good. And then let me check something real quick. Okay, cool. I think that is the one that you guys did. My government. All right, cool, awesome. Thank you guys for your patience. I just need to make sure, I had to double check on my stream and make sure that there wasn't any proprietary information that was shared from when I sent the email. So I just had to do some curating, and I appreciate that you guys were patient during that. You predate James. Oh, that's cool. You know, that's the funniest thing to think about, is that you could go back 50, 500, 5,000 years, maybe not 5,000 years, but you could go back hundreds or even thousands of years and probably find people who had the same kind of absurdist humor that we see in James Veitch today or David Thorne. And it was just different. It was different for its time, but it was the same concept. And I wish... Could you imagine, like, do archaeologists or do people who study ancient history, like, do they end up learning about individuals who we would consider the, like, 500 BC version of David Thorne? Do they understand their jokes? Do they find, like, writings or recordings of these people and be like, I get what he's saying, because they understand the context, they understand the terminology, they understand the language, and they realize this guy is just shit posting in the same way that they would have been doing with email if they lived in the modern era. So
no fingerprints were picked up either. Okiura Fishery is a company owned by Mizuki's grandfather. However, the management team changed 17 years ago. It currently has no connections to the Okiura family.
I did check the one clip with the email mecha. When someone posted the clip, I wanted to make sure. But it looks like they saved it in the middle of me writing it, not at the end. So I believe that's the only clip of it that exists, and it's not showing anything. I already saved part 1 of this stream, and I deleted the original recording. So part 1 of the stream is saved, and it cuts off before I show anything. And now we've started part 2, so...
And allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by dolphins.
This isn't relevant. I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
Why is it always my second guess?
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
There was a prankster in the 1800s who strategically gave theater tickets to bald men so that when seen from the balcony, their heads spelled out a curse word? Would he, like, give them tickets and then find a way to write on their heads when they weren't looking?
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. That's so many people. You'd have to specifically remember which seats form the letters. Oh my God. You're talking like 100 to 200 theater tickets just so you can sit on the top row and go, haha, male genitalia.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
The kitchen knife, with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always, is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that.
And?
Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Two cars were parked in front of the warehouse. van was hijacked from the Femisto parking lot. Because her fingerprints were never on either of the cars. And we know because of the chocolate that she would have left fingerprints. Let's go!
The Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Femisto while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
AI, the Somnium files letting me feel like I'm actually smart.
She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van.
I mean, wrong theory, correct conclusion.
And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself.
Date, you know even she's not all there.
I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover.
Like, you say she wasn't at the warehouse? You can't even be sure she's in her own head.
I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Please don't let us find Mayumi's body. Please don't let us find Mayumi's body. Oh, thank God.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
What? You're gonna just end it there? What does Zugai mean?
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
Thank you, KK.
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true.
Are you kidding me? Are we playing 2 games now where people are trying to convince us that they're the killer or that they're the culprit? Please, you have to believe me.
I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes.
You go, Granny. Listen. At that age, if you can manage to do that to someone, you've earned the right. I forget which comedian said it, but they said, listen, if you reach the age of 100, you should be legally allowed to murder anyone you want. We can put rules. You can't use anything except your bare hands. But if you can manage to kill someone at 100 years old using your bare hands, there should be no justice punishment whatsoever. You've earned it. Good job.
And the polar bear costume?
Just imagine like people that are like 99 being told it's likely that they'll reach 100. Just suddenly hitting the gym and trying to bulk up because they've got a fucking list of people that have been pissing them off their entire lives. And the second it hits their 100th birthday, it turns into an individual version of The Grudge. They just go out with their wrinkly old skin and a clown mask, and they go, it's time to respect your elders.
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
I kind of want to see a film about that now, Vim. Call it the 100 years old war.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
There are pipes in the walls of the room. A camera used for interrogation. A desk in the middle of the room. Security camera. This room is reflected in the mirror. Mayumi looks tense. Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Why did you want to stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Were you the one who stabbed Ota?
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
Where did you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true. I planned the whole thing.
Why did you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
About the Cyclops killings.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume.
All right, boys. Twitch.tv/DinerGranny. Any primers? Oh, I'm sorry. Any primers?
They are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
When and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Are we about to go granny diving? What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
Why did you kill Shoko?
Rinju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me.
Careful, if she pulls out her Shadowverse deck, you're done for, Date.
I answered your questions, so there.
Why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
No! And we'll never find out. We got hit with the walk. Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
I forgot Alice was sleeping behind me, so I kind of fell partially onto her. She didn't get up, but she's very surprised.
Baby, I'm so sorry. Good girl.
She'll go back to sleep. She's just happy being here.
Hi, Panda.
Date, sync with her.
Oh, we're going granny diving. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Let me slip into something less comfortable.
Boss, grab me my Pampers suit. It's
Cuter,
gonna get
we're going to
messy.
sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
Don't deny me my granny diving, goddammit. I let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
I'm sorry, I have to listen to that delivery again.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That's so good.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
All right. There are some parts of Pewter that I can be pretty proud of. That was pretty good.
Why would Mayumi lie?
You would
She's
not
probably
believe your
protecting
eyes
someone.
if 10,000 fireflies. Oh, wrong song. My bad.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Steering wheel. The dashboard. Center console. Glove box. Passenger seat. "10,000 Mayumi lies just brought the investigation to a halt." The gear shift. Mizuki?
This is bad. His condition is worsening. Perhaps we need to increase the dose. Or reduce it?
I can hear you muttering, you know.
Iris?
Mayumi hates Iris. I doubt she would protect her.
No hissing, Alice. You share this house with Panda. He had to get stabbed twice today for vaccines. What did you do? You slept all day in our bed. Be nice.
You're right.
So, Sejima?
Congressman Sejima has no connection to Mayumi. Or do you know something I don't?
Get out.
No, sorry. Just a guess.
No need
Alice,
to
I will bop you.
apologize. I know that the brilliant mind of Kaname Date wouldn't waste my time throwing out random guesses. I am sure I will agree with you once you explain your reasoning. In detail.
You don't have to bully me. I was just thinking out loud.
Ota?
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Oh, maybe Mayumi thought that Ota was like under the spell of the witch. And she was like, either selective memory or something, but she thought, if I stab him, maybe the shock will take him out of it and break the spell.
Impossible.
Why?
Iris had her eye taken out.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
The van stolen at Femisto.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
I don't understand.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
I did theorize this way back. I don't think I'm right, but I specifically remember saying, what if this was all a play?
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it.
Why would she do that?
Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it.
For
After that,
viewers?
Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw.
Like I said, he and the polar bear were never in the same in the camera at the same time.
Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
I called it!
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Yeah, but if you take one of your eyes out, you'll only get half the views.
The entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Why would they do that?
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself.
Why you bite? Why you bite?
Ow!
Why? Shit.
What, you want attention?
It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
This would be similar to Doubt, to that manga I brought up, where the killer offs, quote unquote, offs themselves so that they're removed from the guessing pool.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
We're popular. Ha ha ha. It's not a bad way to go, Segway.
Ota,
Mine?
why are you...
Mayumi?
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
What? Oh, she was arrested so he could question her. Got it. There's a photo in front of Ota. Condiments are placed on the table. A low table. A sitting cushion. Disposable chopsticks. A lucky cat statue. Nothing but a window. A beer ad on the wall. Menus written on the wall on Tanzaku paper. Hey, Brute, are you in chat by any chance? I can see the kitchen area past the counter. Can't hold your breath forever, kid. The counter. It's an autograph, probably from a celebrity. A stool. Ota's chair. A table. A round chair. So I totally misjudged Vortex, Brute. Vortex is definitely meant to be the easiest of the three bosses. It's literally just, hey, make sure you do enough damage, and he'll literally give you extra time to kill him. An old CRT television. Nothing's playing on it. My foot. It's a very comfortable foot. Ha. Mystery is afoot. I'm so funny. Looks like Ota has calmed down. You doing okay?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Are you worried about Iris?
So worried that my stomach is in knots. The surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet.
Are you worried about Mayumi?
Of course I am. That's my mom. What son wouldn't be worried about his mom?
Why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
It's not like Mayumi is under arrest.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
What's up, Jam Buds?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
What were you guys playing? Genshin Impact, yeah. Did you pull that new character? I saw a trailer for someone, like white hair. I don't know. I don't follow Genshin stuff, but I hope you had fun.
That's what I've been saying. Mom didn't do it. She's innocent.
Is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
I would have thought she would have used like blackout makeup to make it look like it had been pulled out. I cannot fathom, I don't know. Then again, I've never been a serial killer, so I can't think of a situation where I genuinely believe pulling my eye out would be a solution to the problem that I'm okay with.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal.
I'm fighting for my life in here. I'm in a warehouse.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
Did you stage the warehouse incident?
I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently, she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has... dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
About Mayumi's dementia.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day. And he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and idol concert tickets. I had it good. But we were drowning in debt.
Dad.
And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah. He had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out.
Damn, Ota, you suck.
Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer? Well, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Oh, fuck. Ow! You lied about the editor thing, right?
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
I mean, just submit 5,000 words each from your 10 different accounts. That counts. When did Mayumi's illness start?
Not long after I quit college. Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
Ota, shut the fuck up.
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Ota, shut the fuck up.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Oh, fucking hell, Ota. I'm finding it really hard to care about this kid.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick.
Oh.
I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
About that picture.
What's that picture?
Damn, Zach's really bringing it home here. Ota turned the photo frame to me so I could see.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift.
I told her she'd never get better than silver in League of Legends.
My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times. Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Interesting. Ota is sitting with a depressed look on his face. Very, very interesting. I am not sure how I feel about this route. I'm not sure. Like, I get it. Swinging door. I understand that he didn't realize her condition. And I've had times where I was on very bad terms with my dad. We have fought. We've absolutely fought. We are super close now, but I hated him at one point in my life. But even that being said, I don't know how I feel about Ota. Like, yeah, he realizes now what a piece of shit he was, but that doesn't explain how he acts towards Tessa. It doesn't explain his behavior online. Like, sure, he feels bad now about someone that he hurt, but that doesn't suddenly excuse all the other shitty, shady things that he's done. So, I don't know. Like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Like, I believe in the good of people, but I also believe in dealing with consequences. I've had to deal with consequences of shit that I did, and it fucking sucks and sucked and continues to suck when it happens. But I'm also like, yeah, I had this coming. I took the risk, and this is what happened. So, that is true. That is true. We do have Nirvana Initiative coming out. So, I guess that's what I'm willing to say is I really hope this game is not going to take this route as like the, okay, everything's better now with him, like it was with Mizuki, because I am willing to give him a chance to develop, but this alone is not enough for me to go, all right, we cool. I like what I'm seeing, but I need to see more of it. I need to see... I hate to use one of my own characters as an example.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I hate to use one of my own characters for an example, but for those of you who played Lost Judgment, Matsui and the other high school kids, spoiler alert, they go from being massive assholes to talking out their problems and helping the protagonist save the day. They go from causing problems to directly helping problems get taken care of.
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Police officer. He says he doesn't have any new information.
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris, or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
So almost certainly not her. A red barrier line wraps around the scene. Warehouses all in a line. This crane looks like it could pierce the sky.
Just like my you-know-what.
What is your you-know-what?
It could only be one thing.
Oh, your ego?
No, not my ego.
This crane is towering.
Iba, what's in this box?
Your favorite kind of reading material. And a lot of it.
Academic research papers on criminology?
No, the kind that features gratuitous nudity.
A wooden box. I've got to make up some excuse to grab that box. There's an oil drum.
Hi, I'm Drum Imon.
You say strange things sometimes.
That is such a stretch for a joke. I hated that. That was awful. The water of Tokyo Bay.
Tate, look! A tonguefish on the ocean floor.
What's a tonguefish?
A flat fish, like the sole of a shoe.
You can see all the way down there?
Of course I can. My vision and my looks are my best qualities.
A forklift.
Iba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
She looks like what happens if Hamtaro fell into the Made in Abyss universe.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Made in Hambiss?
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Iba connected to the N system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Okira Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Things are slowly developing. What's up? Hey, fatty. That's right. You don't look at me because you're not fat. Apparently, the Hamtaro Game Boy Advance games were the shit.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
There's a low table in front of the sofa. A potted
Date,
plant.
look! An antlion! Yay! Go, antlion!
Iba has a strange fascination with insects. A potted plant. A door. There's probably an office back there. A high stool.
A high stool. It's like a tall seat.
Why are you stating the obvious?
High stools are placed around the table. A high table.
Ah, this is Magnus Spiel.
How do you know?
Magnus Spiel's promotional video is playing. Who voices this guy? A vending machine full of drinks. Lots of magazines in that
Feature.
rack.
Anyone can run a pyramid scheme. I believe I'll purchase that on my way home.
Sofa.
Sofa king.
Don't.
These are both part of the joke.
Sofa, king.
Don't.
A sofa. The company's logo. Lemniscate. Reception desk. It's her! With the big tits! Hey, about Iris!
What? You're too far away. I can't hear you.
I walked closer to the receptionist.
Oh, I can't believe Tessa became a victim too. It's like, seriously, can you not? What if I'm next? Freaks me out. Date, could you introduce me to some big, strong man who can protect me?
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
No, I'll totally die. No, I'll totally die.
It's so good. You want to get some food sometime?
Huh? I can't hear you.
I walked closer to the receptionist.
Oh, you asked me out before, didn't you? But it's kind of complicated. I told you, I am reptilian.
But you were just joking, right?
No, I'm serious. I only eat vegetables.
I am fairly sure she means vegetarian.
Is it business as usual here?
What? You gotta come closer. I can't hear you.
I walked closer to the receptionist.
Well, what can I say, you know? The biz is harsh, schedules are tight. If we shut down for even a date, we'd throw everyone else's schedules off. So they want to avoid that, of course.
I actually think she's pretty smart. There's an abstract painting displayed on the wall.
Oh, have you taken note of the painting? It is titled Lions Fishing, Carpe Diem.
There's an incomprehensible abstract painting displayed on the wall. A large window. Self-employed taxi driver. What are you doing here?
I have just finished conveying my client from Temeke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
About Mayumi. Mayumi. Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Described what happened with Mayumi.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kawasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Proshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Oto was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Oto was in the van the whole time.
Huh.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued.
So it was so.
But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
How much did he get paid for this?
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses.
Just a question, driver. Who was your first ever passenger? My first ever passenger was a man named Stanley. Stanley worked in office 247, and according to Stanley, he did the same thing day in and day out. Stanley was a very good employee, he tells me. He never missed a single day of work.
I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return.
Today, Stanley said, "I wish to take the red route." And I said, "But Stanley, you always take the yellow route." And Stanley said, "But today I would like to take the red route." Well, we couldn't let Stanley do that. It would harm his perfect work record. So Stanley had to be disposed of.
The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
I have one more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
Oh, that's right. He doesn't know yet in this route.
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
He's so unassuming. That can't be his only appearance. He's got to be responsible for something. Like, let me find out he was hired by So. Excuse me. Time for the music
no one
that
here.
almost sounds like it's from Trails.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside. Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right.
Hanging scroll. Expensive looking table in the middle of the room. There's a cushion on top of the chair. I feel like we're gonna turn, and as soon as we notice something, or like when our field of view brings in someone, it's gonna trigger a scene. A folding screen. Like, I'm gonna turn, and So Sajima's gonna be right there, and then I'm gonna get shot in the head.
There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Oh, there's a dead body in there.
Is there something inside?
There's a head.
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
Oh, what the fuck?
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Oh! Oh!
So Sajima?
What the fuck? Oh, that's gnarly! Fragments of the broken vase. So's body. Cut into pieces.
That is the head of So Sajima.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
I hate the idea that it was a fresh corpse that was stuffed into the vase, and the blood from the body kept spilling out, and that's why when he broke the vase, it went... Because it was literally brothing in his own blood until the moment the vase broke.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
It was pickling in a jar.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
It's Boss. It's gotta be Boss.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
So, not hated. The reason why cats can squeeze into small spaces is because of the positioning of their bones and because of the angle of their bones. If you break human bones, they're basically gelatin. Skin, muscle, all have flexibility. It's the bones that are rigid. So if you snap bones or break them into tiny pieces, you can fit a human body pretty much wherever you want.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right. By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
To give an example, have you guys ever done the science experiment where if you hard boil an egg and you peel the shell off and you put it in a bottle opening that's too small for it, but you light a match and you put it in the bottle, as the match burns up the oxygen and creates an air pressure difference, the hard-boiled egg will get sucked into the bottle without breaking. I don't know if you guys have ever done that science experiment before, but it's the same concept, except the shell are the bones and the hard-boiled egg is the rest of the body. If you get rid of the bones...
Does So have family?
So Sajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son.
As long as you can do it safely, you should try it sometime. It's a very simple experiment. Find a like a soda bottle or something like that, and a match. All you need is a simple matchstick. Light the match, toss it in, put the hard-boiled egg on top after you peel it.
Their son is currently living abroad.
So, lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date. A call from Pewter.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Oh, that's right. The egg and vinegar, too.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found Sosajima's body. With the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sajima household.
Hey, bud. Hi, buddy.
Oh, good scratches. Oh, good scratches. What time is it? Is it time for food?
Just a little bit longer, bud. 20 more minutes and you get food.
Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Yeah, we're gonna sync with So. Brings the head back to Pewter. He's like, Pewter, can you hook everything up to this? What the hell is that? It's So. I'm gonna sync with him. It's like, we found a...
Date, a large-scale investigation of Sosajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
Look, I know we just found the dismembered body of one of the most powerful people in this area, but I have to go granny diving.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
No quote? About 6 minutes? Where's my quote, damn it? Mayumi, I have one question for you. Where's Mizuki?
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Very floral, flowery. Oh, we're almost out of people. People who watch the map on their smartphones the whole ride. Multi-level marketing. Oh, gross. He's a taxi driver, especially in driving celebrities and entertainers. He has a special relationship with Lemniscate and often drives their talent. You have a lot of appendix to fill out, though. Agreement between two more people to commit murder. In this penal system, those who conspire to commit the murder will receive the same punishment as the actual murderer if convicted. Is that the same in the United States? Does conspiracy to commit murder have the same punishment? Oh, read Ibarado backward in Japanese syllables. Odarabi? Odarabi? Oh, I'm sorry. Doraiba. I don't get it. Oh, taxi driver. Oh my god. I hate that.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Excuse me.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must.
Are you implying that I, Takushi the killer, am in fact the killer?
Somnium scan.
Dakira. Dakira. Okay. So after this Somnium, how close will we be to the end of this route? Very? Okay.
A swinging door that leads to the kitchen. The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
Oh, I don't like this music.
A calendar. The calendar reads 2 months ago. A wall clock. The hands have stopped. The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be? Welcome! Come on in!
Why did you say it like that?
Oh, they're not a customer. The sliding door at the... The sliding... Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
I'm home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite.
Omurice.
Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Oh.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But...
I'm fine.
Ota, wait! Ota?
Oh, boy. Oh, now it's going back in time. We're going...
Has manifested.
We're going back in time in reverse of her dementia.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot.
Oh,
Must
fuck.
be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Oh, shit.
Oh?
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger. Is this a to-go order?
Yeah, can I get a fried rice set with okonomiyaki and french fries?
Sure thing. That seems like a lot of carbs. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I've got that health tea, so...
Health tea? You cannot fix an unhealthy lifestyle with tea.
Sorry.
Seriously. Exercise. Exercise!
Okay, I'll have the Chinese spinach with the liver and leek meal.
Why are you still trying to order something? The phone is... My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes.
Oh no.
What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
Oh, fuck. If it turns out that she developed dementia because it was her coping mechanism for ignoring all the sad things that happened in her life,
The diner has changed again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood.
I feel like I had a dream about this at one point.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Autographs decorate the wall.
All right, so tell me about these autographs. Because you said there's Easter eggs. Is this like autographs of the development team?
Hongo?
Who is that?
Unknown. I can't picture the face.
Wait a minute, that was a 999 reference. That was a 999 reference. I get that because of aphasia or whatever. I can't picture the face. That's like a huge, huge spoiler to 999.
Autographs decorate the wall.
Oh, prosopagnosia, yeah.
Enoshima?
Who is that?
Unknown. But I hope we will find out.
This is cute.
Autographs decorate the wall.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Mikimoto?
Who is that?
A photographer with some sort of beard like a mountain man?
Who's that?
A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Thank you.
I don't think the cake is for Mayumi.
But what could be more memorable than a cake for yourself?
Maybe a cake for someone that you love?
Someone Mayumi loves. A delicious cake. Congratulations, Ota.
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Oh, fucking hell. Are we going back to his childhood?
Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, God.
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
Oh, God.
It's an envelope. Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan. Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay. We'll work harder for Ota's dream.
Oh, no. Don't show me young Ota. Please don't show me young Ota.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
No, it's a letter. So's dead. And in a vase.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home.
Oh,
Did you get it for me?
fuck!
What?
This is Ota when he was small?
Do you mean A-set merchandise?
Huh? I didn't ask for the A-set meal. I don't know what you're talking about, but gimme!
It's a sticker.
Welcome home!
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Odoroki Man, remember? Oh, that! Yes! Of course I bought it! Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like! Here you go.
Oh, no.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you! It's Odoroki Man! Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
I completely forgot about, the eyeball bonus. Oh, shit. If it's not here, we're gonna have to do this all over again.
Dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Odoroki Man!
Why has he got Strong Bad on his shirt?
I hate this! I hate you, Mom!
Oh, fuck you, Ota.
What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota! Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota.
This might actually be the Somnium that makes me cry.
Ota! Come back! Ota! Ota? Takaro, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I am sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro, I can't do this on my own.
Between losing Takaro and Ota, spending less time with her because of Tessa, she lost her sense of self. She went back to a time when they were together again.
Don't leave me.
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma,
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
what are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
I did not check for the bonus. Son of a bitch. I may have to go back and do this again. Hold on. I'm at least gonna check the previous point.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Ah! 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 Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god. All I had to do was check there. Let's go! Oh!
Did you get it for me?
It?
Oh, let's go.
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah.
So close to getting it all in one go.
Oh, huh? I thought. No! It's Oda. Oh.
So close to doing it all in one run.
You're not. Oh, I'll. It's. What?
I can't skip this either, because it treats it like new text. Oh, the slow camera pans. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Mommy. Oh, Tato.
Please, please, stop. Stop making me look at this.
Taco.
I don't want to hear her cry again. Please. Please. Oh, it really does not want to let you skip. Please stop.
So
Doc, if
I know
what are you?
we have.
But
If she, there has.
is that?
It is.
Okay. Well, these are cute. That is correct. Dying of overwork is a consistent problem in Japan.
A wall clock.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
We've gone back in time. Time is a precious resource, Date. Don't waste it.
Stop nagging me. I'll figure it out.
Oh.
It's a sticker.
Welcome home.
That's mean. Wait, no, back out. I don't want to do this choice anymore.
Don't be selfish.
I can't go back. Goodbye.
Date, we cannot continue.
No, we're not done yet. There has to be something.
Date, enough!
It's alright, we'll just get to start back. Yep. It's gonna suck if both of these have the same effect and I have to start over just to have enough time to get the bonus artwork.
A wall clock.
Ota, sweetie. Mom, I... Huh?
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you forever and ever. Me too, Ota. I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this.
Yeah, we are a family. We can do anything.
Yes.
Okay. So...
Yeah.
Mayumi's...
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree.
Mayumi's is the love of a family.
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
And Mizuki's is probably the love of a guardian.
Intuition.
Damn. I came close. I came close to crying. Not quite there, but I got close. There are very few things that make me cry anymore. But damn, it got there. It got close. Someone can let me know what Syokuzai is? I don't have time to cry. That's the problem. I got a lot of shit to do. Crying can happen later. Thank you very much, Jolt.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Ota in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the Femisto parking lot, Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away. So, she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo, and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
A polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
Or, they could both be family related, where Mizuki's is the love of a parent, and Mayumi's is the love of a child. Because those are technically different forms of love. The love of a parent is one of protection, acceptance, nurturing, and the love of a child is innocence and gratitude, and I'm trying to think of another word for it. It's just different. It's different.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Odoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoki Man chocolate.
No! I told you! It's Odoroki Man!
Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot!
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoki Man soon.
Stupid! It's not Momonoki Man, it's Odoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate.
It's Kanaiza Man!
My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid!
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you.
You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you.
Say cheese!
Damn, this song just keeps going, huh? I don't know if it looped at any point, but it doesn't feel like it.
Sorry. I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Okay. Okay.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
Emotional damage. The bed. Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. Measures heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature on the monitor. Curtain used as a divider. It's a cupboard. Round chair. There's a bedside table. There's an LCD TV on top of the bedside table. Sunset is shining in through the window. Look, all I'm saying is Iris is the only one that doesn't show her. Every single other character vignette has showed the character except for Iris. And I think that's suspicious. Every other one has showed the character except for Iris. And I think something's weird about that. What happens now?
I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
The weird thing to me, I'll wait until this scene is done.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Ota's friend? Is that right?
Oh, and it didn't. She still has the dementia.
I hope you two get along.
Oh, Mom.
Mayumi is sitting quietly. One last thing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that, Vim. I almost did a shout out to you instead of Floofy, because I was thinking of your name. What's up, Floofy? You came in just as most of us are done crying. I think we're very close to the end of this route.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Jeez, Mom.
I have thoughts.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
That is true. He is on a better path. So... oh, man. The thing that I'm immediately thinking about is we know that the van that had Iris traveled all over the place before it ended up at the warehouse. That means the van with Iris was at one point at So Sajima's mansion. I could be wrong because of the timing that they said of when he supposedly died. But this is getting more complex. I still think Boss is responsible, but I don't think... I think Date may have been the original Cyclops killer. Or at least he was related in a way to Boss. And something happened to where he lost his memory. And Boss wants it back. And I think Boss is working with Iris. I haven't put the pieces together yet, but I feel like Boss is using Iris as a catalyst to do the murders because she's hoping that they'll trigger Date's memory. Hey, it's me. And give her back. Because like I said at the beginning of the stream, every character's route is based around a concept of love. The concept of love. Ota's is love from an idol. Mizuki's is love in found family. Mayumi's is love in natural family. And I think that Boss is love related to Date. And Iris, like I said, Iris wants love from the community, from society. And for all I know, maybe she's messed up and she's like, I never made it as a performer. So maybe that's the same voiceover director as Genshin. Maybe if I become the new Cyclops killer, because that's all anyone could talk about was the old Cyclops killings. It was big news. It was all over the place. So I feel like there's overlap. That's my thought right now. Maybe I will be proven dead wrong when we go down the purple route. Maybe the purple route is Iris's route. Who knows? But I still firmly believe that Boss is trying to get Date to remember something involving the two of them, and that it's centered around love. I think Boss's arc is the love of a partner. Or a spouse. Probably not a spouse, but probably like a partner. Whether it's a crime partner or a business partner or something. I think Boss's is a partner love. And I want to see how that develops. That is the one theory that I still think has only been strengthened based on what I've experienced so far.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC. Could you check there, please?
Boss went to her desk and moved her mouse. I stood next to her and looked at the monitor.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes, after Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image.
Oh boy.
Boss, the next video.
Oh boy.
Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
What? What? This raises so many fucking questions. This raises so many questions. So is this a thing? Like, if Renju had Shoko's eyeball in his stomach, are we gonna find out that someone had Tessa's eyeball in their stomach? Are we gonna find out that Boss ate Date's eyeball? And it's like, is it gonna end up being like a symbolic gesture of like, if you eat their eye, then, you know, it's either, it can be one of two things. Either eating their eye is like the killer's way of forcing them to love because eye means love, or it's their way of saying your love has been broken. You lost it. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. So we had Green Route is Boss, and we don't have access to that yet. Red Route was Ota. Yellow Route was Mizuki. And I believe Purple Route is probably going to be Iris. I think we're due to have a route for Iris. We're due to have a route for probably Sosajima. And I think there's probably one more we have to have. I don't know who the third character is going to be, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's 3 on this side too. So Iris, Sosajima, and a third character that I don't know. Probably Date. If we had one for Boss, there's probably one for Date too. Oh, man. Fuck. Damn. That was... Dang. Do they know where Mizuki is? I'm excited to play more of this, but we gotta feed the cats. The cats have been very patient. Their food time was supposed to be at 10 o'clock. AKL Trifecta is streaming Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Let's see if he's about to stop.
Raiden?
Okay. This is based on, where is Mizuki? You can raid with whatever you want. You can raid with whatever you want. I'm going to reference Marble Carnival because that's a big thing between he and I. Anyway, wish me luck on my auditions tonight because my throat's not 100%, but I got to get this shit done tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Demon Gaze 2. Thank you guys very much. And when we come back on Friday, with AI the Somnium files. Purple route, baby! Doctor, turn on my C-cups! Good night, everybody. Let's raid.